G'day legends, I hope that you're having a fantastic day and you are keeping well. Now if you are seeing this, well, I'm too unwell to put up a video of my usual news. I'm probably on the couch or in bed due to the chemotherapy that I am undergoing. Now I got some results last week, which of course they're not bad, they're not great. What it has shown over the first 3 months of my chemotherapy is that the treatment, well, we don't know if it has been working or not because the tumour hasn't changed. There's a few approaches in this thinking. You could say, well, maybe the kill rate of the chemo has met the growth rate of the tumour. Maybe you could say the tumour just wouldn't have grown. So again, we don't know. It's very, very hard to tell. There's a lot of speculation in this, especially even from the oncologists and the radiologists. They're saying, well, we can't exactly know. But as you can see from then, this is the image I'll put up here of then the 3 monthly scans between where there's been no change. But then I'll put up between the most recent scan and then one of the prior scans. And you'll be able to see, without being a neurosurgeon or radiologist, you'll see straight away, well, there's a large change in that tumour. Now, what I want to do is put myself as a little bit of a guinea pig. So I've approached this vastly different this round. One, to try and make myself actually get through the chemo a bit better without being so sick, but also see if I can influence the results somewhat. Now, one of the biggest things people will tell you to do when you undergo chemotherapy or any sort of cancers is go onto like a ketogenic diet. And look, the evidence there and the amount of research is limited. A lot of this is limited because where is the financial incentive to do this? If X company is making a drug, well, the financial incentive is to show that that drug works, maybe not diets around this. So what I've done, and I'm happy to do this because I'm in a position to run a little bit of an experiment, is since that last round where I got like super unwell, I've gone on to a very, very strict keto diet. So I begun, once I recovered from that chemo last time, or recovered to the point where I was willing to sort of get off the couch, I did a 4-day and 96-hour fast of nothing but water, tea and coffee. And then I started a below 15 grams of total carbohydrates, so carbs and sugar combined, per day. So a lot of meats, a lot of butter, a lot of not much else, but as healthy as I can. Of course, this reduces any sort of then seed oils as well, going on to like grass-fed beefs, grass-fed butters, things like mushrooms, whatever, very, very low carb. And I have been then tracking my urine as well to show that I am in deep ketosis. I'm producing ketones. Of course, what this is doing is changing your body from running off glycogen as a fuel to then running off fats and ketones. Now, of course, there's a lot of benefits for this. I'm not then trying to dispute that. But what I'm trying to do is, well, I just had this scan that showed no changes. I'm having another scan in 3 months, undergoing another 3 months of chemotherapy, and I'm going to do a strict on this diet, very strict, to see then if there is any shifts and see if I can, make my own little bit of testing here. Now, of course, this isn't going to be perfect. There's not more of me. There's one of me. There's not going to be a control. It's very, very hard with all of this. Maybe it would have grown. Maybe it wouldn't have grown without the chemo. So, but again, what I want to do is just give myself a little bit of an experiment and maybe the best chance for this chemo to work. So I'm in the 3rd round today. So what I'm doing during the chemotherapy, and it's a little bit different around, is food makes me sick, but I need fluids and some of the drugs I need to take with food too. So that's annoying. But what I'm doing is I'm eating once a day. So 1 meal a day, or one eating window of about half an hour. So I'm fasting for 23 and a half hours a day. And then that one meal will be some level of keto meal, probably grass-fed beef, with grass-fed butter or ghee to cook that in as well, getting away from any sort of seed oils too. I'm doing that, taking the drug I need to with food, and then taking the chemotherapy on an empty stomach after that. So giving that window to go into deeper ketosis, because of course proteins can move some of that around. And I'll be doing this strict, very strict. If I have anything like strawberries or blackberries, those are very low in carbohydrates, total carbs anyway, but I'm measuring those to stay well below 15 to 20 grams of sugar, or carbohydrates, a day, and that includes sugars. So very, very low, won't knock me out of ketosis. And if I do have that, it is with my dinner. So then there's a 23 and a half hour window out of that where that glycogen will burn off very quickly, along with exercise. And I just want to have this as a bit of a log to see, like, well, no change in this 3 month window. Let's see if we can change in the next 3 month window. So We're going to try something, okay? And we'll see. Maybe it'll have positive results. Maybe it'll be negative, but it's worth a shot. And getting rid of all that other crap out of your diet can't be a bad thing. Of course, people go the exact opposite approach and go full vegan, but we will see. Maybe I'll do that at another point and see for these scans, as I have a scan every 3 months. Legends, thank you very much. I'm probably somewhere too unwell to do anything, if not in the hospital. Let's hope that I'm not. But you look after yourself. You have a great day, and I can't wait to speak to you again. Thank you. Bye-bye.